So which is the best RF lens for you to get in order for you to do cinema for Canon? There is a lot of choices out there, and when I picked my R10 camera, I decided to get the R10 because it was a little bit on the cheap side than the R7. To top it off, I could afford way better lenses. As a photographer, I know one thing that is so important. Get the best lens that you can afford and get a good camera body. But don't get the best camera body and go ahead and don't get the best lens. That is something for you to understand and to always know. The lens always wins when it comes to getting the best kind of cinema and footage and everything that you need. And I have watched a bunch of YouTube videos trying to decide what is the perfect lens that I need for my needs. And this is something for you that you're probably considering and trying to figure out which is the best lens that you need for what you're doing. So when it came to wide angle, I'm doing a lot of cinema. I'm doing a lot less pictures. I have a camera that's going to get me the pictures that I want. I just don't have a perfect cinema camera that's going to get me the videos that I need with the sound quality and everything all together, all in one. So that is exactly what I was looking for, and I got it in the R10 camera. One thing that is very good here is that when I put this on the tripod, I can access everything I need over here, and I can switch the memory if I need this. I can get it out. I can get the battery out of here as well. This is something I couldn't actually do with different models of those cameras. Sometimes it's stuck, sometimes it doesn't let you get it out because you put the tripod under it. It was a whole pain. You have to get this out of the way, and because of it, this is one of the reasons why I got this lens, which is the 14 to 35. And the difference is I tried and I did get 24mm, which I mostly use as a fixed lens. The problem with getting 24mm and 35mm, as I tried before, 35mm is just too close. So I need something more farther away so I can get what I want. But the problem with it, the biggest issue I have with a fixed lens, if you're doing a lot of cinema work, it's something that is a deal breaker. It doesn't work right for me because I need something to zoom, and as you use the zoom in and out, it makes it much more easier for you to film yourself whatever you're doing. So the next stage I'm gonna actually turn this camera on and show you how it actually looks like. And right now it is just recording the camera so you can see how it actually looks like instead, and I'm talking about, but the next step I'm going to actually show you the actual footage that comes with it. Now the most important thing for you to understand is that why did I pick the 14 versus the 35mm when I could get the 2.8? Reason why is very simple. I can just do plus and minus and make it much lighter or darker and use this ring here, which makes it plus and minus work for me. Either you want it darker or you want it lighter, and program the ring to do that. So I really don't need 2.8 as much as you think. Plus I have bright lights overhead making the 2.8 just a unnecessary overkill and paying an extra almost $1,000 to get this. So instead what I did, I got the 4.0. 14 to 35mm, and it does everything that I need with. Understandable, this is the LED over here. We are talking about professional, real professional lens. When you see this thing in LED, that means it's pro level, really good stuff. And then you will get the best kind of capacity. So we have two different very good camera body, camera lens, and the mic, everything, the whole entire setup is here to make professional, awesome looking videos. and it almost equals some actual video cameras that are being used in cinema. So this one could work. Another good thing about this is just how lightweight this entire setup actually is. So if I was gonna take this whole thing out, this is easier for me to handhold and do vlogging if this is something I wanted to do, because it's not that heavy. And the other lens, the 2.8 or 2.4, whatever, 2.8, it would actually become much more heavier for you to just hold it in your hand like this with one hand. It's going to become so heavy that it actually becomes very hard for me to actually do what I need to do. So if I was going to do handhold cinema, I could do this with just grabbing it with one hand. I don't need even two hands to get this done, to get this filming done in case I need to do. So that's another plus for this lens. It is awesome. It is small size and you can carry it with your hand for a few hours and you're not going to go ahead and think you're carrying a massive brick on you. So that's also another plus for it. It gives you an extra $1,000 extra in your pocket versus spending $1,000 extra for 2.8. And keep in mind, if you don't actually need all this extra light, then this will save you a huge amount of money getting this lens. It does almost everything I needed to do, and it is much lighter in weight. And you can see a bunch of YouTubers testifying the same thing as well, saying that I wish I got the 4.0 and just spend the extra money on some other gear or equipment, just because it is just way too heavy. And when it is so heavy, you're less likely to take it for what you need, for whatever use that you need it for.